I don't want to sound mean, but freaking Sally Struthers sat next to you and then she moved her seat.
I was so worried that I was going to have to sit next to her the entire time. And he said, oh, we're getting all those seats up front. I'm like, yeah, you're going to need all of them. But I was so relieved. This woman almost took up 2 seats by herself.
Yeah, she was big. She was a big lady. I'm not fattest, but she's...
Well, you're my friend. You can't be fattest.
Yeah,
but
she
damn.
was big. Hey, well,
I might be big, but I can fit into a single seat by myself with the armrest
I kept
down.
thinking of that episode of South Park. Fucking Star Wars and South Park. Where Sally Struthers' Jabba the Hutt. Num chocolate.
So, back to the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that Liam Neeson was in it. They show Ra's al Ghul for about 3 minutes, but it was perfect.
You're dead. There's other ways to achieve immortality. Yeah, that's Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, it was. It was, okay, well...
I like that the movie was sillier than Dark Knight. It didn't take itself as seriously as Dark Knight took itself, which I think kind of ruined the film, because it was like, stop monologuing about morality for 5 seconds movie and show something cool.
The only one that deserved a monologue in that entire movie was the Joker. He's the only one that should be talking. The only other one that could be allowed a monologue is Batman, but he's the fucking Batman and won't do it.
He's not the hero we need, but it's the hero we deserve.
Okay, maybe he didn't deserve a monologue. Okay, just Joker.
that end of the movie, it's like, you're monologuing at the end. I dug it. They didn't mention the Joker once in this movie, though.
They didn't.
It's like, what the hell is the Joker doing now?
They didn't mention the Joker, but they brought Scarecrow back for the 3rd consecutive fucking movie.
He's in the movie again.
No one cares about Scarecrow. He's a retard.
We're like, watching it, we're like, what? He's in this movie?
And granted, they couldn't have casted him because he's dead, but that should have been Joker in his scene.
Stick the fucking penguin in there for no reason. Put a fucking monocle in the cigar, and you'd be like, yeah, just... that scene where he's the judge. That would have been awesome.
Give him a big-ass powdered wig.
And don't even fucking tell anybody.
Yeah,
get like a big name to do it. And you're like, oh... Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Dude, it would have been the best movie ever. I would have stood up and like, there can be no scene greater than this. I'm leaving. I never watch a movie again.
So, going back to the Robin as the main character, for a Batman movie, he spent way too much time laying around in a hole.
I like that Batman wasn't in the movie, so I didn't have to hear that damn voice.
Yes, but they should have had
where's the trigger? And it's the movie of silly voices, because Bane sounds like Sean Connery mixed with Christopher Walken.
It sounds like Christopher Walken is going around doing a Sean Connery voice.
In a Darth Vader mask. I was cracking up in the opening scene when I realized what that voice sounded like. I was like...
At first it sounds just like Sean Connery through a Vader mask. And then this extra comes
he
along.
enunciates a couple words and... Ow! Oh! Your watch!
That was the worst Bane impression I've ever heard.
We should do that. Someone should do that scene. Someone that get to do the Christopher Walken impression of Bane doing that. And he also does some monologue from a Sean Connery.
Just some random monologue from Hunt for Red October in Christopher Walken's voice.
Bond. James Bond.
I'm Bond. James Bond. Oh, God.
It was silly.
It was.
But, yeah. It was a cool flick. That's basically it. I liked it. For someone who does not like Batman and likes to bitch about the Dark Knight. thinks it was overhyped. This was a cool flick. It's not a fantastic, game-changing flick, but it was
it's
cool.
a fun Batman movie.
It's what a comic book movie should be.
It really is, and
it's fun.
I'll go out on a limb and say if DC continues to make their movies like this Batman, they could become a contender again for superhero movies.
Fucking Man of Steel looks legit.
Yeah, it does.
That trailer was cool. I was like, okay. I'm digging it. I'm gonna watch this one.
Granted, for the first half, you're like, what the fuck? Fisherman?
Aquaman?
No one fucking wants to watch Aquaman.
Like, are they making it up? I was like, DC, what movie is this? I knew the Superman movie was coming up. I knew Zack Snyder was making the Superman movie. It's gonna be cool.
It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see that.
But what's better is The Hobbit.
Yeah, the trailer for The Hobbit I've seen 8,000 times and still love.
I saw it for the first time, and oh my god, the dwarves fucking sing! They sing! Oh, it made me so happy.
Songs in it.
I know! They're gonna have the dwarven songs, and the dwarves all singing around doing whatever the fuck they want to do.
And Smeagol's back. He's gonna be in one scene, but it's still gonna be awesome.
The Riddles in the Dark, man. It's awesome.
It's gonna be a cool movie. They'll probably show the war.
Yeah.
Unlike in the book.
That'll be beautiful.
Because you gotta have a climax to that movie.
Dude, and humans, elves, and orcs, or goblins. War in the middle. Fuck yes! And then dwarves intermixed.
And frickin' eagles.
Oh yeah, and the eagles.
The eagles that didn't do crap in the Lord of the Rings. Just fly them over there. Fly. You can fly. Yeah. Dragons also exist in this universe. Find a dragon.
Well, Smaug was an exception because, you know, they hadn't known of dragons for a very long time. Smaug was the one dragon left terrorizing, and they cut it.
You can see Smaug the dragon. That's gonna be awesome. Oh, Screw Batman. We're like a Hobbit. I think that's the movie I'm looking forward to the most this year.
I think that trailer got me more pumped to see a movie than actually sitting down and I'm gonna watch The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise because we both thought we were gonna come here and just start bitching.
Yeah.
And bitching.
We were just kind of preparing. Fucking Christopher Nolan, fuck you. But this was actually a really good movie.
It was silly. It was the good kind of silly. Like The Avengers was silly and Spider-Man was silly. It's a comic book. They're supposed to have a level of silliness. This guy's running around in tights.
Yeah.
And it's
And he's the goddamn Batman. He's insane. It's got to be silly. He's crazy. Go back through and look at the comics and the original animated show. If you don't believe me, he's loony.
I did like the scene where Batman has that one gun that shoots out the lights. He's like, no guns. I'm like, you just used that gun.
Then it gets shot with the gun. Well, he wasn't shooting someone with it. He was shooting...
But he said no guns. He needs to specify. If he says no guns, he shouldn't be using anything that looks like a gun.
But he said it to Catwoman. There's a reason.
No guns. I just saw you in the last scene using a gun. And you use weapons. All the time.
But not guns. Not guns that don't fire an electrical...
Don't kill anybody, Catwoman.
Yeah, it should have been no killing, no disintegrations.
No disintegrations. No disintegrations.
That's a voice even Darth Vader would say, come on, that's kind of ridiculous.
I have altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it further. Star Wars is read by Christian Bale.
Oh, God.
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
No! I am your father!
Where's Padme? In your anger. You killed her.
No!